I want to ask you what you think. Got a phone call yesterday about a guy who was learning in a yeshiva, major learner, big learner. In fact, such a big masmid, such a masmid. Learned in top yeshivas, and I don't know, something happened. Something just like switched. Huh? Just like, I don't know. It just like snap, crackle, pop, I don't know. It was something happened and it just, he turned. And now he doesn't like to get up in the morning. He doesn't want to do anything. He, you name it. I mean, it's just, it went from bad to worse. Now, is he doing such horrible things? Not so bad. Not the worst yet. But he's like, he's in his early 20s, and he just decided, I'm not doing anything. Leave me alone. Now, so they went to all kinds. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because they went to all kinds of professionals, and the professionals told them, you know, he needs a break. He needs a break. Let him sleep. Let him relax. Now, he's been doing this for a couple of years now. But they go like, you know, you're hounding him, and you're trying to get him to do stuff, and you're trying to get him to be productive and do jobs. Leave him alone. Just accept him. Accept him. Right now, he wants acceptance. So no matter what he does, whether he learns, whether he doesn't learn, whether he gets up, whether he doesn't get up, just acceptance. That's what he really wants. And that's going to make him, you know, I don't know, be better, or whatever that means, all right? Now, his father was, his grandfather, let's just say, who has this business, said that he hired him, or gave him a job. Grandfather's a pretty, like, you got to be on time. He wanted to try to teach him, you know, be on time, and you do the work, you get paid. You don't do the work, you don't get paid. Got to move your way up the ladder. You can't just walk into the business, think you own the place. He says there's opportunities for you to take over one day, but you know, you've got to pay your price, right? Whatever it is, respect, whatever, you just responsibility. You just got to do everything that is necessary, but you can't just, it doesn't work for doing nothing. What do you guys think? This is what all the professionals have said. He will feel better, he'll feel good if you just, what? No, leave him alone. Do whatever he wants. He doesn't want to get up, he doesn't get up. That's how he'll feel better. What do you hold to that?
For now, yes.
No, be honest, huh? False?
For now, he will feel good.
Okay, one second. I'm going to tell you, there's too many voices. Give me a hand so I can give you guys all the front. Here, Kobe.
Okay, so I just want to do it.
Hold the thought.
He'll just get into the habit of doing it. Nothing's actually going to change. He's just going to start doing it.
So you're saying if you just let him do that, he'll get into the habit of doing the same thing that he's doing now, as opposed to changing. So what do you think they should do? What should be the plan? What should be the program for him? What should they do to get him back on track? That's good. But what do they need to do? That's the question. They called. What should they do? They should what? Force him out of bed. Okay, and then what? So you force him out of bed what time? I mean, he doesn't get up if he wants to. He'll get up at 2 in the afternoon. 1. Oh, used to? Oh, he went to yeshiva. He was up davening with the yeshiva. What? So you mean he should get up and be out at 7 o'clock, 7:30. Wow. All right. Anybody else? Abba. So, in essence, tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm understanding you saying, if you let him do now whatever he wants, later on he'll regret it, and what? He'll feel bad, he'll be angry. What will he feel? He'll be angry. He'll be angry at you. Why? Why will he be angry at you?
You just let him do it.
Because you let him do whatever he wants. Okay, and what later on will he have wanted you to have done? To push him. What did you say?
Keep him not from doing those things.
To keep him from doing all these things or doing nothing. Okay. Any other takers? Yes.
You make him feel guilty, but on the other hand, you also need to. You can't tell him what to do because he's over 18.
Okay, so you're saying number one, you should make him feel guilty. How do you do that?
By
Taking away his stuff.
no, by telling him to wrong.
First, we got to take away his stuff. Whoa, you are intense. Yes, sound like me. Next.
Telling him that it's not the right thing to do, giving him reasons why it's not the right thing.
So tell him it's not the right thing to do, and give him reasons why it's not the right thing to do. And how's he going to feel guilty?
Deep down, it's gonna make him feel guilty.
Deep down, he'll feel that he's not doing the right stuff.
His whole family would just
And then, but you also need to make him feel loved.
Make him feel loved. How do you make him feel loved and feel guilty at the same time?
You need to have balance.
I know, it's really cool words. I know. That's the balanced word works, but what's the balance? That's a very tough one. It's like saying on Good Housekeeping magazine, it says in the front, 3 easy ways to have, amazing, wonderful, exciting relationship. Number 1, balance. Okay, someone reading this goes, what does that mean? Okay, so what would you call balance? You got to make him feel loved, but feel guilty.
Discipline and love at the same time.
Discipline and love at the same time. So what's the love part? We got the discipline part, make him feel guilty and tell him what he should be doing. What's the love? By the way, do you agree with anybody here that says that you should force him to get up?
Nah, just to make him rebel more.
So you will make him rebel more, so what should you do? Let him sleep. But when he gets up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, tell him, I love you.
No.
I don't love you.
Give him some musser, but
You give him musser.
yeah.
So what's the musser? Tell me the musser that I can tell them. What's the musser speech that they should tell to tell him?
That didn't work with you.
Oh.
Okay, well we're not going to get personal here. We don't want to get personal. We just want to hear what guys think should be the way to handle it. I don't care what worked or didn't work. These guys know better, I think, than anybody else. By the way, all the psychologists and psychotherapists and whatever things, they worked their tuchus off, I'll be honest with you, to get where they got. So they don't really understand the people who don't work their tails off. They only know one thing, work your tails off. So they might say, don't make them work so hard. I'm not sure. You're not going to become some psychologist, I don't think, unless you start later on in life, if you don't start learning something early on, because you'll just stay in bed forever. Your life is going to start much later. Yes, Zal.
Everyone else does stuff, a lot of stuff.
So again, make you feel guilty because
No, everyone else interacts with life. He doesn't dare, and you just show him a little bit.
everyone has a direction in life and you don't. Is that what you're saying?
No,
What?
I said let everyone else he knows have fun, do all that, and then you might sometimes do like to get out of bed. Like little feeling that you had to get up.
Why is he going to feel that way? He can get up and get pretty much anything he wants. He can throw a fit and get money and why?
give him the money.
His parents, his grandparents, everyone's going to give him money. People on the street, we had a guy here in yeshiva. He didn't get enough money in his points. I'm not giving you guys ideas, but he stood in front of Winn-Dixie and he started collecting. He did. I got videos sent to me that we got a boy standing in front of Winn-Dixie with a cup. He was just going around standing like this. In the meantime, he's drinking a soda and people are wondering what is he doing? So he goes, I'm collecting money. What would be the saddest thing? For shoes. So he says, I'm collecting money for shoes. Now, in the meantime, this guy had about 10 or 12 pairs of shoes in his closet. And he liked shoes. It's a little bit of an interesting thing. He liked buying shoes. So he really was collecting for shoes. But it was a little bizarre, yes. In fact, they caught him a couple of weeks later going through one of those the metal container bins that people put clothes in, and he had like climbed into the thing through that hole to try to dig around for some shoes. And the police pulled up, the hair bang, clang, clang. They thought it was some kind of animal in there, and out this guy pops, And we had to deal with that, and that was in the middle of the night. So, but I don't think that's a great idea. But this guy doesn't have to do that. This guy can just go, and honestly, the money in the house is not very well hidden, so he doesn't even have to be given money. Just takes it out of the drawer, pops it, and does whatever he wants. And he's not a little kid.
You're not giving them.
Not giving him? So who's got to give him? He's just taking it. Yes?
So I have answered 2 questions.
2 questions.
In one.
In one.
So to make him feel
One shot.
guilty, when he does the good stuff, good. Like,
So this is a guilty thing. How to make him feel guilty?
Yeah.
Okay.
you make him feel loved.
If you make him feel loved.
When he does something bad, that's when you say, like, give him a muscle. So as opposed to forcing him to do
Okay.
bad,
Well, he doesn't wake up, so there's not even a chance to like do bad. He just doesn't want to do anything.
so when he gets up, act 2, just give him muscle then. Because if you can't force him down, just give him
So
muscle
when do you give him the love?
when he does something bad, you want, if he does
He ain't doing nothing.
ever.
Not really.
So then things that are closer toward the right way. Things that are closer toward the
I mean, I think people always do something good.
yeah.
Even when they get up, you go, oh, I'm so happy that you got up. You have a chance to be so productive. Today is a great day for you. Oh, you woke up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but there's still some time in the day, and let's see what you can accomplish. But he doesn't want to accomplish anything. He goes like, I don't want to accomplish anything. I don't want to daven.
So then you can either just deal with it later on and he'll feel horrible.
So you're saying, don't, just let him sleep now.
No, you tell him, look, you can start doing it now, because later in your life you're going to feel like,
Yeah, but he doesn't want to listen. He said, later in my life, all the speeches about later in my life, just leave me alone. So later in my life, I'll deal with it. Thank you. You're all right. Don't worry about
let
it.
him deal with it.
Huh? So let him sleep. Is that what you think? Just let him.
But if he comes over to me later, I'll be like, that's her problem, not mine.
Whoa. So later on, you're saying, I don't accept you.
Yeah, because I.
So you're saying, you're punishing him later on in life.
Yeah.
So you'll punish him later on in life. I'm not going to accept you. I mean, I'll accept you. Here you are, Shkoyach, but I'm not doing anything for you.
Don't come crying back to me later.
Don't come crying back. He says, okay, I won't come crying back to you.
And then he does. And then it's
But right now, we've got a good couple years for him not to come crying back. You know, there have been guys, plenty of guys, who say, nah, don't worry, I'm not going to come crying back to you. I'll figure it out. I know what to do. I know what to do. Now, in the meantime, they go on drugs, and they go into the next thing, and alcoholism, and they go, because they're trying to find things to make them feel good, and most of their friends are not doing anything. What are you going to do? There's a limit. You smoke, then you smoke marijuana, then you drink. It's just like chilling. We're chilling. We're watching games together. If you're into sports, not everybody is into sports. So they might, I don't know, do some interesting stuff, whatever. Maybe they'll play Lego or Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yes, guys like, and I don't think it's a joke. Did I tell you guys, did I say this, how I went to?
about next month with the Lego?
No, oh my gosh. I went on a trip with my family, and we went to Napa Valley. I will tell you, if you want to go to a beautiful place, beautiful, is to go to the Napa Valley. It's near San Francisco. And I heard about it for so long, and it's famous for, does anybody know?
Lego?
Excuse me?
Lego?
No. It is not famous for Lego. Hot Springs? No. It's too far up. No, not at all. Napa is famous for wine. Okay, wine. It is famous for their wineries. It's world renowned. In fact, they have all these, it's unbelievable how many wineries and vineyards. It's incredible. So I went to a kosher one because there were no other ones that were kosher. So we went to this one, and the whole family went, and we brought like food from Trader Joe's, I think it was. We went to Trader Joe's. You ever heard of Trader Joe's? Everybody? Yeah. All right. All right, fine. So we went to Trader Joe's, and we got some stuff, and we got our bag of food to go to this vineyard. And, they want to sell you wine. That's the goal. So what do they do to sell you wine? They give you wine. So at 10 o'clock in the morning, my whole family, all of us, Rabbi Behar was probably the biggest drunkard there, if I recall. No, he wasn't drinking so much. But we were all there, and everybody was drinking wine. Literally, everyone was drinking wine at 10 o'clock in the morning with no food in your stomach. What are you? Drunk, real quick. Anyway, so we're all, everyone's laughing, and it's beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's breathtaking, and you're in the vineyards, and it smells like Concord grapes. It's just, It does. It smells unbelievable. It is unbelievable. In fact, that was like the famous Noach. When he came out of the Teva, what did he do? He planted a vineyard. He planted grapes. And in fact, the Medrash says that those grapevines came from Gan Eden. He took them out of Gan Eden with him. Well, he didn't take no olive branch. He took the Medrash says he took these grapevines. Anyway, so he plants those grapes. So we're there. It is just incredible. It's really amazing. Anyway, so it's just I'm just thinking back how pretty it is. Like you completely lose yourself there. Yeah, it is. Like I'm thinking about how nice it is. I would definitely tell everybody to go and take a trip there. But anyway, so what was I just saying? Whoa, I just forgot about the whole thing. I'm just thinking about this vineyard and how drunk we were. What?
Not feeling guilty.
Yeah, I certainly did not feel guilty. Huh? Yeah, I'll be honest.
That's how much you like it.
Yeah.
Put a lot of effort into it.
Anyway, so what's I don't even know I'm talking about Napa. Maybe I just wanted to escape myself right there, right now. Anyway, I had a good reason to talk about that. But in any case, so we're talking about this guy feeling guilty or feeling loved or whatever it is, both of the things. Find something that motivates him. So we got somebody here who says, find something that motivates the person. I think I was trying to say how you could find anything to say that somebody is doing something good. Anything. So we got here, find something small and say, oh, that's great, you did a great job. Great. So he said, find something that motivates him. Whatever it might be, right? And work off of that. I mean, we try to do that here a little bit, or a lot. Find something that is going to be an interest to somebody and get them excited about it once they're doing it. But what else? Who else has some ideas? Yes?
You have to be more productive to get a job.
Have to be more productive? How are you going to get him to be more productive? He doesn't want to be productive. Rega, let him talk. He gave you a chance.
Right. You get to the town shopping center, what are you doing?
He what?
So you get it to go to shopping center in the morning.
He doesn't go to Shachris. He doesn't want to go. Send him to a rehab? Oh my gosh, you guys are... Whoa, what's wrong with you guys? He's not drunk. What's the rehab? He's not drunk. He's not on drugs. He doesn't want to do anything. Huh? Kick him out of the house? Where should he live?
Got a job.
Get a job? Well, he's well over 18, but so what are you going to do? Throw him out of your house? Wow, you guys sound like really...
You give him a warning.
I mean,
You give him a warning. And
one second, did anyone ever kick you out of your house? Not yet. So how are you saying that someone should kick him out of the house? How do you know that's going to work? Yeah. What'd you say? Kick him out at 8 and he can't come back until late at night? In the evening? Whoa, how are you getting him out? You just wheel him out the door? In his bed? Put his bed on wheels and just wheel him out the door? Whoa, too many voices. Yes. So you say, if you want to do something, fine, we'll help you. But if you don't want to do anything, you need to be out. But he doesn't want to get out of bed, so what do you do? Pull him out. Anybody else? I know, I hear. Zal. Rega, don't. He doesn't want a job. He doesn't show up to the job. They got him a job, a really great job. Really great job. He just doesn't want to do it. Kick him out. So you say the kick out thing. Do you kick it? One second. It's not fair to him. You say kick him out in the morning or kick him out b'chlal?
Kick him out, set him up with a job, and give him a very small apartment.
Oh, so give him a very small apartment. So why not a very small one? He'll work to get a bigger one. Me, give him something, but not much. How about if he decides, I've got this apartment, and I just want to sleep? You really don't need an apartment bigger than a bed and a toilet. And when you need food, you go out and you stand there with a cup or whatever it is.
How much does the father love his son? Like, is this a real story?
Yes, real story. Yeah, why am I making up a story? I can make up a lot better stories than this. Trust me, I'm really good at that.
How much is the effort is the father willing to put into this kid?
How much effort?
Anything to get him?
I guess pretty much. He would put in a lot of effort. I mean,
All right, so
they're spending a lot of money calling all these professionals.
you can say to the kid, you got to start doing stuff. And you think it's
You're saying, what should they do? They need to tell him what? See, I'm gonna.
doing stuff, and you like if it's something wrong or whatever, like you got to do stuff like we're just kicking out.
I hear Baruch. What do you say? Imagine he'd be your kid. Rega. We got you. Good. You're like, we should split up this room. Everybody on one side who's like for Utah or whatever, kicking him out of the house, and everybody who's against kicking him out of the house. How about this? How many hands, I'd like to see a show of hands of first thing is like kicking him out of the house. Huh? Okay, whoa. So we'll take it right off the bat, kicking him out. How many hands? Most of them saying kicking him out most of the day. I don't know how you're kicking him out. Fine. So we got, I don't know, maybe a little bit over a third. Third to a half. How many guys think that you should just let him do whatever he wants? 1, 2. Let him do whatever he wants. Remember, he's your kid. You can laugh, you can joke about it, but this will be your kid. Huh?
Kind of let him do whatever he wants.
Kind of? What's the kind of?
Let him do almost every month, but slowly force him into the schedule.
Whoa. Slowly force him? There's no slowly. He doesn't get up. How do you slowly when he doesn't get up at all? Well, I don't know. Okay, he's your kid. So to say, well, I don't know. I don't know what to do with him. Well, you certainly knew how to make that kid. Now you don't know how to deal with the kid. I don't know.
There's no cameras in the room.
Huh?
No cameras in the room.
No cameras in the room. Who's got it? Camera, no camera. I will tell you, gentlemen, I had a Misa a couple years ago. I was telling some people, Friday night we were walking home, had a Misa about a guy. Yeah, just wait. And the boy didn't want to get out of bed at all. Shabbos morning, his father comes in. His father comes in to wake him up, and he's listening to his headphones. Shabbos morning, listening to some music. Anyways, father goes like shocked. He goes like, "Whoa, what are you doing? Your headphones?" And he pulls his headphones like, "Come on." Kid punches him so hard, he knocks him unconscious. Father falls back from being zet so hard in the face that they had this like the doors in the room were mirrors. And he fell through the doors, the mirrors, and the glass went right through his clothes. So he had like glass pieces into his back. And he's just laying there, unconscious, bleeding from his face and from all these cuts. Anyway, the mother, she hears this big smash. She comes running into the room. And she's, a true story, it happened. And we had to deal with it on Shabbos day. It's pretty bad. It was not here, it was in another neighborhood, and it happened right here. Not too long, a couple years, but not so long. Yeah, whatever, it was pretty bad. Anyway, so the mother comes running in, and she sees this glass everywhere, and her son's laying in bed with this. She goes, "How did this happen to Abba?" And the kid's just listening to his music blaring away. He's not even going to say anything. She goes, "Hello." He turns to her and he goes, "You want to be next? Don't touch me, and don't touch my headphones. And get out of here." Now, he was not a big kid, by the way. It was nothing so big. It was like a lucky sucker punch, as they say. He just hit him in the right spot.
How old was he?
He was 15.
How old was the father?
Father was a father. Father was a regular guy. But the son hit him. It was a lucky, honestly, between you and me, it was a lucky punch. But he was knocked out and he was bleeding all over the place. You know, the fire department came. I don't know why, but whatever. They called the fire department and they called the police and they called and there's an organization called Department of Child and Family Services that takes kids who are being abused at home and finds them foster homes, places that they can live. And they told this kid, he goes, I want to get out of here. I don't want to be these people anymore. They're too pushy and they tell me what to do and make me feel guilty and all these other things that you guys are saying. And he goes, and I don't want to be here. So the lady from the DCF, she says, let me tell you, I mean, this took hours of conversation. Department of Children and Family Services, this place that puts kids away in foster homes. They help them. No, puts them locally in foster homes. So she says, I'm going to tell you, you're not going to be in a nice Jewish home. This is a really nice home. I mean, this is a beautiful home. She goes, where you're going to end up, it's not going to be like this. So he goes, I don't care. She goes, you're going to care. So he goes, no. As long as I have a bed and my headphones and my music, I don't care where I go. Just leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered. So the lady says, I'm telling you, where I'm going to put you, they're going to steal your headphones and your music and everything else. You're not going to have anything. He goes, yeah, see what I did to him? I'll do that to anybody. So she goes, no, sorry, honey. Where I'm going to end up putting you, the people there are not going to let that happen. And she goes, and you're not going to be able to have your music and all this stuff. And you're going to have to go to school and you're going to have to do everything else because then it just gets worse. And he goes, yeah, I don't think so. So they called, a bunch of people jumped and got involved, and we found them a place to live where they basically let him do that for a while, and then until they threw him out, and I don't know what happened afterwards. But the Frum family took him in, and he acted like a... But gentlemen, so I'm not really clear what we should do to answer these people, these parents. You know, it says, the Klal Yisrael said, Naseh v'nishma. We believe that you have to be doers. You have to be doers. We could sit back and do nothing, but I don't think that's going to make you very proud, happy. I don't think it's going to make you feel good at all. By just doing nothing or thinking I'm going to do whatever I'm going to do and I'm not doing anything. I'll do what I want to do, which might mean nothing. Or I'm going to convince myself I'm going to do something and I don't do anything. I know it's not going to make people happy. I know it won't make people feel accomplished. I believe being accomplished makes you feel good. When you make music and you can get it out there and people like hearing it, you feel accomplished and you feel then good. When you're learning something and you're accomplishing and you make a siyum, you feel good. And then people also respect you more. And when you get that respect, you really feel good. You want to do more things. You build something. Guy builds a menorah. Guy builds whatever it might be, bookcases, put stuff together. How does he feel? Accomplished. He feels really good. Feels like, wow, I can do things. I'm skilled. I'm not just sitting back and doing nothing. All these things. Fundraising. You got another person. All these things make you feel good. At the time, one of these guys, a guy laying in bed says, nah, it's not going to make me feel good. It's not going to do anything for me. And just leave me alone. I want to do nothing. I don't want to be accomplished later on in life. I heard the speech already. I don't want to hear this. Stop it. Don't give me musser. But in reality, when you get that done, how do you feel? Great. The accomplishing feeling makes you feel, I matter. I'm not like a nobody. I'm somebody. People rely on me. I'm able to be accomplished. And I have a hope. I have a future. I can do so many things later on. But the person who just doesn't want to do anything, leave me alone. I'll do what I want. Which basically later on is more of nothing. They don't feel that way. Later on, you're right, they do feel. Now, right now, they're not going to feel guilty. Because right now, they just want, it's like eating ice cream. Right now you feel good, you want to eat the ice cream. Later on, you're going to be sick. You got stomach aches, you gained weight, all these things that maybe you're lactose intolerant, all these things that you just say, I don't care. But gentlemen, you will care later on. We know that. We all know that. But it's the same thing. And the person who is productive and goes out there and doesn't just say, leave me alone. I don't want to do this. But he does it. He does his English work. Gets his high school diploma. Gets a college degree. Well, what's it going to help me? What do I need it for? Everybody says that until later on they need it. When I was in yeshiva, there was a way to get a high school diploma, get a college degree by learning in yeshiva. And you still can. Just learn in yeshiva, you get a college degree. I can explain what the value is of it, but bottom line is you walk away with a bachelor's degree in liberal arts or whatever we want to call it. We're trying to arrange that here in yeshiva. You stay and you learn for a couple years, you walk away with a liberal arts bachelor's degree. Then you say, what's that going to get me? It gets me nothing. Really. It gets you something. I used it to get myself into a bunch of programs. When I say programs, to be able to become a nursing home owner, to be able to administrator, to become a clinical psychologist, other things that I used it for. It was very helpful. But at the time, I made light of it. I go, it's a narishkeit. What do I need this for? It doesn't do anything. Well, you know what it's worth? It's worth a piece of paper. In fact, one guy thought he's being very funny. He got the piece of paper, because we got the piece of paper, and it says liberal arts degree. You know what he did with it? He burned it, like the flag, to show, see how little I care about this? Well, later on, that guy really ate his words. He was like calling them back up. He said he lost it. Can I get another copy? Yeah, big talker. Like, of course he didn't tell me. The school told me. Because I didn't have mine either. And they go, what, the dog ate it? Did it burn like Schmerl? I go, Schmerl? It's not called Schmerl. Like, fine. But gentlemen, no, I lost it. I really did. I didn't take care of it. But gentlemen, I want to tell you, all these things right now, you think to yourself, it doesn't make much of a difference. They do make a difference. Getting up for chakras.